Hello dear students and welcome to this lecture. Today we are going to study new lesson in our course Academic Writing 2. In our last lecture we started our lessons with what is a paragraph, and we learned what do we mean with a paragraph, and we talk about paragraph as group of sentences that develop one main idea. We said this main idea known as a topic sentence, okay? And all the rest sentences, okay, or the rest of the sentences will talk about this main idea. And we talked also about the topic sentence. We said that it is the most important sentence in the paragraph, and it is the most general one. And we talk also about the components of this sentence. So today we have some new lesson, inshallah, and it will be about the rest of the structure of the paragraph, which include also the supporting sentences. So this lecture will be about structure of the paragraph and supporting sentences. So for the structure of the paragraph, we have, as we said in the previous lecture, we have three main parts. The first one is topic sentence, and the second is body sentences, and the third is concluding sentences. The supporting sentences include the topic sentence and controlling idea, which make the main idea of the paragraph. And the body sentences, which we will study in details in this lecture, okay, include supporting detailed sentences. So here we have two parts. The first one about supporting sentences, and the other one about details or detailed sentences. So we are going to talk about supporting sentences in this lecture, inshallah. As I said before, the first part of the body paragraphs is known as supporting sentences, and the second known as detailed sentences. Let's consider again this short paragraph. My hometown, Wetton, is famous for several amazing natural features. First, it is noted for the Wetton River, which is very wide and beautiful. Also, on the other side of the town is Wetton Hill, which is unusual because it is very steep. Okay. Note how this paragraph is indented on the first line, about 5 or 7 spaces in from the left-hand edge on the paragraph. Always remember to indent your paragraphs. This is a very important point. So indentation is very important. And when reader reads a topic, or even when a reader reads a topic sentence, a question should usually appear in the reader's mind. So, my hometown, Wetton, is famous for several amazing natural features. In this case, the question should be like, what are the natural features that make Wetton famous? And then the reader should expect that the rest of the paragraph will give answer to this question. So here we can think of some answers because of the river, because of the hill. Okay, so here we have some points, okay, that we can expect as readers, okay, in case we put ourselves in the place of readers. So now look at the sentences after the topic sentences. So here, from first here. First, it is noted for the Wetton River, which is very wide and beautiful. Okay. Here we think of this point, okay. We can see the second sentence in the paragraph make some type of answer to the questions that we put in our mind as readers. When we said, what are these several amazing natural features that make his hometown what? Famous. So it will give an answer, yes, to this question. Okay. And the second sentence that found here gives some explanation for the fact that the Wetton is famous town. Okay. So here we can say also on the other side of the town is Wetton Hill, which is unusual because it is very steep. Similarly, we can see that the third sentence also gives some explanation for the fact that Wetton is famous by giving some example of amazing natural feature, in this case, which is Wetton Hill. So for the sentences again, okay, if you remember, we said that the first sentence, my hometown Wetton is famous for several amazing natural features. Okay. Here, as readers will ask question, as we said, what are these several amazing natural features, or what are these amazing features or natural features which make this or his hometown famous? What are these natural features that make his hometown famous? Here we built our question and we need some answer, yes, for this question through the next sentences. Okay, we said that this is a topic sentence, which is the most general sentence, in the paragraph. It includes the topic, which is my hometown, and the name of it, Wetton. My hometown is the topic of the topic sentence of the paragraph, and is famous for several amazing natural features is the controlling idea or the main idea of the whole paragraph. Okay, good. Okay, so what are the several amazing natural features that make his hometown famous? Yeah, he answered this question by saying, first, it is noted for the Wetton River. So he will think of what? Its location, or the town location, okay, or Wetton location. Okay, it is noted for the Wetton River. So there is some river. This is the first answer for the question. Why, or what are the natural features that make his hometown famous? The first thing is the Wetton River. So why? Okay, in details, which is very wide and beautiful. That means this river is very wide and beautiful. Okay, so these are details about this river. Okay, good. Also on the other side of the town is Wetton Hill. Also here represent or introduce the second answer for the questions that we built in our mind, the questions that we make. Why his hometown is famous, okay, because of what? Of the Wetton Hill. This is the second reason, okay. Wetton Hill, which is unusual. Why it's unusual? Because it is very steep. Good. So we think of two answers for the question, okay. What are the reasons that make yes, his hometown famous, or what are the natural features or the amazing natural features that make his hometown famous? Here we can say first, Wetton River, the river, and also the second is Wetton Hill, Wetton Hill. So here we have two answers, and then he add more details about each one of them. Okay, he add more details about the river. Okay, here we have details about the river, and he will find some details about what? The hill. Okay. So we can say the second and third sentences are called supporting sentences. So this sentence, you remember the sentence starts with a capital letter and ends in what? Ends in full stop. So the second sentence and the third one, okay, which start also in capital and it ends in what? In full stop. Okay, the second sentence and the third are called what, or are known as what? Supporting sentences. Why? Because they are support the topic sentence or the main idea of the paragraph. Okay, so we can say they are called supporting sentences because they support or explain the idea that expressed in the topic sentence. Okay, so here we have two sentences, the second and third. They explain and support the first sentence. My hometown is famous for several amazing natural features. They are supported by these sentences. Okay, the second and the third. Okay. We can add also to this point, paragraphs in English often have more than two supporting ideas. So in English, yes, the paragraphs have more than two supporting ideas or more than two sentences. Here we just use two, the first and the second, okay, just for example, okay. So this paragraph, the paragraph above, is actually a very short paragraph, okay. And here we can say at minimum, you should have at least 5 to 7 sentences in your paragraph. You can say 5 to 7 sentences for your paragraph. In case you want to write a paragraph or a good paragraph, you should include between 5 to 7 sentences. You can say one topic sentence plus 4 to 6, okay. One topic sentence plus 4 to 6 what? Supporting sentences. Okay, so you can add, let's say, between 4 to 6 supporting ideas to your paragraph. Each one will be written in form of complete sentence like these ones. Okay, so you can add something more to this sentence. For example, you can say there is a big tree in this town. Okay, so you can add something, okay, some natural feature, okay, to explain yes, your several amazing natural features more. Okay, so here we can think of some similar yes paragraphs in case we want to write about our city or about our towns, okay, or about our hometowns, okay, as in Bin Jawad, in case you want to write about Bin Jawad, or even in case you want to write about Ras Lanov, or even about some other city as Noflia or some other yes towns. Okay, And here we can say the paragraph here about Wetton, okay, with few more supporting sentences which written in bold, okay. Here we can see it together, okay. So let's see. Yes, my hometown is famous for several amazing natural features. Good. So this is a topic sentence. What are the several amazing natural features that make this hometown famous? What are they? You can say first, it is noted for the Wetton River, which is very wide and beautiful. This is the first sentence, the first supporting sentence. Also, on the other side of the town is Wetton Hill, which is unusual because it is very steep. And this is the second supporting sentence to this paragraph, or to the main idea or the topic sentence of the paragraph. The third amazing natural feature, or the third amazing feature, is the big old tree. Good. This tree stands 200 feet tall and is probably about 600 years old. Okay, so this is one of the amazing features for this area. The big old tree that found in this area or this town, okay, it stands 200 feet tall, and the age of this tree is about what? About 600 years old. Okay, so this is a good sentence, okay, that can be added to this paragraph. Okay, so now we have about 1 plus 3, we have about 4 sentences. Okay, till now it is not a complete paragraph in this way, but we can add more. Okay, we can make some concluding sentence, okay, and we can add more details, and it can be good paragraph. Okay, so we will talk more about supporting sentences again in details in paragraphs, okay, which will be, inshallah, our next lesson, inshallah. Okay, thank you for joining this lecture today, and I want you to revise, okay, these points again, okay, the point of the topic sentence, okay, and the supporting sentences before we come again, okay, to the rest of the body paragraphs that we will talk about in our next lecture, inshallah. And our next topic will be details in paragraphs, inshallah. So see you, inshallah, next lecture. Goodbye.